Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Now, the TikTok CEO, Xiaozi Chu, he talks about if his kids are actually on TikTok.
So you have two kids?
I do.
Do they use TikTok?
They're too young for that.
So what ages are they?
8 and 6.
Okay.
TikTok is, here in the US, if you're below 13, you get a very restricted version of TikTok. And in many other countries around the world, we don't allow users who are below 13.
I guess the question is, I know that you said it's a legal requirement that kids under 13 have to have a different app, effectively. Yes. But I guess the question is, do they have to have an app at all? Could you limit it so that the kids couldn't have access to it? Is that something you'd ever think about?
The last time I checked, no. The answer is no. As in terms of the legal requirement doesn't allow me to do this. But I can get back to you on this.
So he said there's a TikTok version that allows kids 13 and under, and his kids are not on that version either.
I've heard damn near every owner of a social media app say that. And, you know, the creators of the smartphones and all of those devices your kids are addicted to, they all say they don't be letting their kids.
My kids don't have any of that.
Yeah, no, my kids aren't on TikTok.
They don't have a phone.
Mm-mm.
I have a 14-year-old with no phone. I said, you got to do like I did when somebody grab you, scream.
Cut it out, man. They should have a phone.
14-year-old, he should have a phone.
He don't have a phone.
So what happened if it is an incident or something, if he's out and about?
We get on the bus and I pick him up. My husband pick him up. I'm not into all of that.
It is kind of crazy how we grew up in the 1900s with none of that stuff. How did we even get around?
There was a payphone at least.
We used to print out maps and ride around like pirates.
MapQuest was what we call it, yeah.
Before the iPhone got you around with MapQuest.
Man.
Right. Yeah, you'd have to print it out, and then you have to make a left at the McDonald's, then you got to make a right at this restaurant or this motel or hotel.
And you knew landmarks.
That's
how somebody said it's going to be a mailbox with a red flag, and you're going to turn right by that mailbox. You had to remember all of that.
That was back when people were reading.
Yes,
we don't have to read anymore. I mean,
that's very true.
I mean, y'all don't date when you married, but you ever talk to somebody and they be talking in their phone, and then you get there and they don't talk nothing like what they just text messages. You like, ain't no way in the hell you text me that.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I got a brother-in-law that can't read but text really well because of the voice.
Oh,
remember when you used to have to remember phone numbers? Yeah. I can remember all phone numbers from when I was a kid.
Me too.
Grandma phone number, mama phone number.
Auntie phone number.
Wife phone number, because we've been together 25 years. Like her house number.
Yeah, my wife's house number too.
Man.
You don't have to remember any of that. So our brain cells are dying now. So that's why I don't get the kids a phone. And literally my daughter let them play about on the weekend, maybe an hour or two, and then that's it.
Really?
How you know them kids that brain cells ain't dying just because they're your kids?
Huh? Them ain't my kids. I didn't have that. If they brain cells dead, their mama was smoking crack. That's why their brain cells are dead.
Okay.
So don't put that on me. I didn't smoke no drugs with my kid, and they brain still died because I got impregnated in the graveyard. But keep going.
What?
Well, John Morant, he had a conversation, a one-on-one with Jalen Rose yesterday, and they spoke about him being in the club with that gun, and Jalen Rose asked him if the gun was his.
You at the spot, Shotgun Willie's. I've been there. You are holding a gun. And we both know how dangerous that can be. Whose gun were you holding?
Well, the gun wasn't mine. It's not who I am. I don't condone any type of violence. But I take, full responsibility, for my actions. Made a, bad mistake. And I can see the image, that I painted, over myself, with my recent mistakes, but in the future, I'm gonna show everybody who John really is, what I'm about, and change this narrative.
Boy, he was rehearsed like it. He used words he ain't never used before. What was that you heard? He said second. I can't even remember. Boy, that's when you get in trouble. And them white people tell you, this is what you're going to go out there and say.
Don't you get off this script.
Don't you get off this script at all. That's not who I am.
Salute to Ja, though. The young man is holding himself accountable. He's apologizing. You got to get a young brother some grace, man.
Absolutely.
You got to get a young brother some grace.
I mean, he didn't hurt nobody. I mean, he's young. That's what happens when you give young people money. Mm-hmm. They want to have fun too quick. That's what, I say it all the time. Stop giving the young folks all this money and put it in the back end and let them work real hard.
I just don't understand why certain people in the culture think that violence or pretending to be violent is considered fun.
It's tough to get the girls. Nobody wants
It's been
somebody.
going on for a long time. It's been going on since the 90s. Everybody want to be hardcore. Everybody want to be
Nobody
gangster.
wants
it's
a man
corny.
who wear glasses and look like they read.
It is, but we were all, victim to that. You were.
Yes.
I was. But
You were thugged out?
I did a lot of stupid stuff.
No, was you thugged out?
No, I wasn't thugged out.
Fake thugged out.
No, I wasn't no fake thugged
You was
out. But I
fake
did a
thugged
lot
out.
of stupid stuff. Like, I used to, back in the day, when I was DJing the club, I used to carry the little tutu in my shoe to get in the club and do stupid stuff like
What's
that.
tutu?
Little gun.
He used to put
super
he used to put the deuce between his butt cheeks. But that was for pleasure, Miss Pat.
Wait
I
a
never said
minute.
that. I never said
Wait a
that.
minute. You run around with a bitch gun.
That's the Gundella Reese had, and I'm Harlem Nights, man.
You run around here with your grandma gun. Would you go shoot yourself? Don't you ever in your life tell nobody you had that little play pistol. That pistol would have got the light skin beat off
He
of
said
you.
it tough too, like I had a little deuce
No,
in my
but
boot.
back in the day,
I had a deuce in my Manolo Blahniks.
and my Timbs, back in the day, in
Don't
New
you-
York,
don't say that.
you used to do that because they pat you down when you go in the club, and
He
that's
had
the
the
only one that
deuce
could
in
fit
the
in the
Mary
shoe.
J. Blige Real Love boots.
I call
the
it-
boots that Mary J.
I used to
Blige
call
wore in the
it-
Real Love video. Envy had the deuce in them.
I used to call it back and they go off me.
Stop. Just say you had a 45. You got to be
I can't
tougher than
fit
that.
All right.
I can't fit a 45
Put
in my
it in your
ass.
pants and play like all of that was a part of your pants. Don't ever tell nobody. Don't you ever repeat that story again and use the word deuce in your boots.
He said it tough too. Deuce in your boots.
How'd it turn to me?
Man, that sounds like a gay slur. Deuce in your boots
I'm about to
sound
leave.
crazy.
I'm about to leave. I'm about to quit. I'm about to quit.
I love you.
I'm about to
Envy.
quit.
in your
Don't quit.
boots.
I forget. I have no more audio.
That's Envy new name. DJ Deuce in your boots.
Deuce in your
We
boots.
changing Envy name. Taylor, I need a drop.
Oh my God.
DJ Deuce in your boots.
It's always turn to me. You know what?
Don't
That's it.
tell
When we come back, we got front page news.
That
Tess
is
is gonna be
crazy.
joining us. We're gonna be talking about.
DJ Deuce in your
I
boots
hate
is
y'all.
wild.
I hate y'all.
That's your
I
new
hate
name,
y'all.
bro.
Oh my
DJ
God.
Deuce in
you
your
were
boots.
so untough. Oh my God, you private school. That's private school.
I went to St. Francis Preparatory High School.
I
I
know.
did.
Only they do deuce in your boots.
I went to St. Joachim and Ann as well.
Deuce in your boots.
I ain't messing
boy.
with y'all. You know what?
That
Front
smells like
page,
Stinky Finger. You want to play a game of Stinky Finger or play a game of Deuce in your boots?
front page news is next. I hate y'all. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Miss Pat's here.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.